What's up? No walk on. Getting the exercise. Had to leave the house because the Wi-Fi and all these demons tripping. I'm in the big woods. I ain't afraid to put my location. I wish somebody would. They already know where I'm at. God is good all the time. All the time he's good. Y'all, there's down here. So my dad used to live back here, right? And they have like this little mission. That might be the little van right there. No, that ain't it. They have like these little it's an old mission place back here. And it's like a whole community of just like families and stuff. And they live here. And I never known it for the longest time. Oh, look that eagle flying over. Breep, breep. Look how pretty. What kind of animal is that? I'm just doing a little walk. Didn't y'all see where I was birthed? Out here in Sodom and Gomorrah. Out here in Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, look. There's some sheep. Y'all, look, my dad had to wrestle one out here one day. Actually, down this road, but we were over here. So me, him, and his girl was, whatever she is, we, I see my dad and her over there. And this man's trying to get my dad because one of these sheep right here got loose over here. Y'all, my dad freaking flew over the ditch and tackled this sheep and caught it. Oh, yeah, he straight tackled it like a whole football player out here. That stuff was so, I'm just remembering it because I saw the sheep. I literally saw my dad flying in the air tackling this thing. It's pretty today. I was like, you know what? I keep walking in that grass, and that grass is all wet. So I'm going to hit the streets. I used to walk down here. Y'all, this is where I'm going to actually go by that house. So where my dad used to live, this is where my daughter got the Lord spoke to her. She might have been like 3 years old, bruh. So powerful. I think I gave that testimony maybe one day. Hey, y'all, what's up? I'm just walking up. I had to get out of the house, the Wi-Fi and everything. I can't receive. The Lord showed me that I'm missing phone calls because I'm in that house. My phone will not ring and I cannot call no one in the house, even with my Wi-Fi on, y'all. So I literally have to leave to receive calls or to call out. It's crazy. I'm awesome. You awesome. Who are you? I'm awesome. People say I suck and I'm stupid, but you right. I am awesome. Thank you. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty awesome. I'm pretty cool, bro. I don't know what these people talking about. I'm rad as all get out, bro. But real. Hey, got them Nikes on, just do it. Yeah, I've been walking in the freaking grass and I'm like, nah, man, I could go I'm going to walk out here. So I'm going to walk out here and show y'all where I used to stay, where my daughter got that revelation that I'm her real mama. Oh, my baby girl. You a sub? What's up? Thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate y'all. Get the likes up. I see no likes and I got 10 people in here. People be watching. So yeah, y'all get the likes up. We just doing a little stroll. I need to get my exercise in. My feet got wet earlier. And I was trying to make phone calls to my bank. So y'all, I'm gonna put y'all on game how the enemy does not, it comes against God's children. So I got a $400 check yesterday, right? And the bank was closed because it's President Day. And I'm like, they don't want me to, and I'm like, well, dude, I could deposit my check now on my phone. Well, I did that and they only give you half of it. So they gave me $200, which I spent all that. I had $7 left today. Well, they were supposed to put the rest of it on my account today. They ain't putting it on. They haven't put it on. I tried calling the bank. They not answering. Like, they tripping. Am I okay? Yeah, man, I'm fabulous. Just getting a little walk on. Y'all, look this cool little place right here. I love, it's like they must have, I know they built this recently. My dad rode me on his motorcycle. And because this wasn't here when me and my dad lived back here. But this, look, y'all, I could just live in this little place with the water. Just that, it looks like a 1-bedroom. I could just live in that and be happy the rest of my life. I don't need no big mansion. Look, just something like this. With this water. Look, that little raft, man, it's beautiful. Right? Now, see this big house. Now, yeah, I do like big, but I'm happy with this. But see this big house? Man, we used to party in this when I was like 13, man. But that thing is beautiful. It's an old friend of mine's. Well, his parents' house. But I don't know if they sold it. But that thing is gorgeous on the inside. It is beautiful. Y'all, look that bear and that eagle. Don't poke the bear. Prophetic, look. Spirit-led. I love you, Lord. I hope y'all are good. You tried to ask a person if they thirsty or hungry? Which people? Look, them roosters. Man, look, y'all. Look, that little turtle. Y'all love nature and animals. Y'all, look, just something like that. Look how pretty. It's probably like a 1-bedroom or something. Oh, yeah, man. Y'all, I had some wild... I'm going to show y'all the house where the devil appeared to me. And that's a whole nother freaking testimony. I think I went to try to go live on it. And this was like when I was in that faith-based house in Scott. And my whole testimony blacked out. It was like hours. I finally got up there to do a testimony for the first time. And the whole thing, it started dragging. It was like, roar, roar. And it was, yeah, it sounded demonic and stuff. I think I shared on that. I'm going to have to share, y'all. And it's so wild. Like, I know a lot of my stuff sounds like Wi-Fi and stuff, but it's real. It's like Stranger Things, Twilight. Like, oh, look how pretty that house is, though. Ain't it gorgeous? It's a 2-story house. They got eagles flying everywhere. Hello. And Walmart, she's dropping stuff off. Look, that little shed back there. See, I like going on adventures in the woods and like walking through stuff like that. But I'd rather have some my hoodie on if I get scraped up. Can y'all hear me good? Am I buffering? Yeah, I'm okay. Why y'all keep asking if I'm all right? Man, look. Yeah, I'm all right. See? Yeah, I'm good. I'm exercising. I had to get out the house because I can't receive calls. I can't do calls. It's buffering. Like, and see, I've been fighting through the buffering stuff to do my lives. But the Holy Spirit just put me on game that I cannot call anybody or receive calls in the house. Barely on the land. So he said, take off walking. I was like, all right. Well, that makes so much sense. I even tried calling my bank to see why they didn't deposit the rest of my money. I got the check, so if something all is kooky, I got proof. But my money didn't hit today, and I'm like, is that a coincidence? They're big tired. Y'all, I love the country, bro. For real. Yeah, I'm going to show y'all that house. Some wild stuff happened in this house. I literally, it was wild. Wild. And the crazy thing is, after it happened, I was in such fear and scared. They put me in the ward. It was sad, but yeah, that was a rough when I was first trying to come out the coven before I gave my life to Jesus. You see this little, not this house, but the next one. And then this is where my daughter got a revelation that I was her real mama, and she was a baby. I asked the Lord, see, she wasn't allowed to call me mama. So I was praying to the Lord, and I was listening to Rick Pino, the song called Abba, I Belong to You. And you see that little swing? I have to walk up on it. We were on that swing, and my daughter had fear because when she was little, she went down a slide with her dad, and it was the one like with the sacks, and you go down that, and they came up really high because they were both tiny, right? She built like her daddy, kind of. She got my legs though, and it scared her, so she never wanted to get on a swing or a slide, right? The spirit of fear automatically came into her, and I didn't know then because I wasn't, you know, I was chosen, but I didn't know who I was. I didn't know my authority and all this stuff. I didn't know about spirits all the way yet. So y'all see that little swing right there? That one. Oh, Lord. It's still there. And so I would swing on it listening to my worship music. And she would watch me. She would come when we'd get to get her, because she's with her dad's parents. And she would watch me swing, and I'd be praying in tongues and listening to my worship, and I could tell she wanted to get on it with me, right? And so she kept passing in front of me. She was little, y'all, so cute. She must have been like 2 or 3, had it maybe 3. And I said, I'm gonna say her name on here, but I was like, "Come, you want to swing with?" I couldn't say mommy. I said, "You want to swing?" And she, no. And I could tell she wanted to, but I could tell fear was gripping her. And I said, "Do you trust me?" Boy, and she looked at me, you know, and she said, "Yes." And she came to me and got in my lap. And I'm like, and I've been trying to get her to swing forever after this fear came on her from that slide incident at the cattle festival. So we're swinging, and I had both my headphones in. So she asked me what I was listening to. And I told her my worship. I said, "You want to listen to one earphone?" And she said, "Yeah." So I put the other one in, and it was that song, "Abba, I Belong to You" by Rick Pino. I think Jonathan Hessler wrote it, but Rick Pino redid it. But both of them sing it powerfully. But I used to jam to it from Rick Pino because I was influenced by some Christian, I didn't say reveal me to her. I didn't say none of that stuff. I said, reveal yourself to her, Lord. And that baby, after that, we're swinging. We listened to the whole song. And afterwards, we cut it off, and she looked at me, and she said some powerful, I ain't gonna say names because I don't want to embarrass nobody, but she said, somebody got hold her. And, well, my friend told me, Elizabeth, the scissors representing you. I was like, powerful, right? Y'all lagging? Well, I'm in the woods. Can y'all hear me, though? Powerful, man. My little girl was seeing in the spirit and prophesying and getting revelation at 3 years old. I just heard y'all know that song, that rap song? She get it from her mama. You're damn right she does. Really from our daddy, Yahweh God, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm putting down, right? Powerful, y'all. So I had one of the most terrifying, one of them, from being in the occult. When I saw Satan and he came over me in that house, and Jesus, y'all, I'm going to explain that one day when I'm away where the Wi-Fi ain't tripping. I come against all satanic opposition against the Wi-Fi because that story's deep and I got to sit to break it down to y'all. But in that house he came. That's the only time I saw the real one, not his little demons, not the hierarchy. I'm talking about him. I saw him only one time. Now he watches me from afar, but he came to me that day, but because that morning Jesus spoke to me audibly and told me who I was. This is before I got saved. So that evening the enemy came to try to kill me, put fear in me, but it was the day the Lord spoke to me audibly. I ran out of that coven in Perry, and I came to this house to my daddy's, and the devil came in the back room, and I was crying. I was tormented, demonized. Man, well, hope y'all are well. So pretty. Sorry, my camera jumping all over y'all. Just hang. Look at that little tent. I love the Lord. He's so We go from tent to tent. Think that's how evangelists do. They just travel state to state, kind of like what? Something like that. That is a little old lady with her walker. Them sheep are going hard. Y'all hear them? Bye. God, they loud. Y'all hear them? They saying blah. Man, they got a big butterfly. Looks like what they called um wild woods. We live in the wild woods. You ain't never lying. Lord, when you name this area, it gets wild out here. Look at that little fire hydrant. The Lord says they keep trying to put out your fire. I know, Jesus. Am I still lagging? It says nobody's in here. Everybody jumped off. That's cool. Get my little walk in. And them sheep are talking, boy. Look at that little rainbow ball. Am I lagging or you? It's probably me, because I'm in the big woods. It's probably me. See where I'm surrounded by? The woods. All right. Look at all this moss, y'all. I love the moss. I love that little place over there, dude. It's so cool. Just a little wooden cabin by some water. That's neat, huh? Thank you for subscribing, Miguel, and coming in and saying nice things in the chat. I appreciate you. Really do. If people come in, don't say nothing, or I got a few supporters, but the other ones, they just call me OnlyFans chick or a witch or false all kind of crap. So it's nice to get a breath of fresh air every once in a while, you know? It is. Don't poke the bear. Look at the bear and the eagle. Oh, that wind feels so good. This menopause got me sweating, y'all. Hot, cold, hot, cold. I ain't lukewarm. I'm hot. But with menopause, man, you go up and down. I ain't got my medicine. Soon, though. Soon I'm going to get a shot, right? Soon I'm going to get a good shot. Get my hormones balanced. Whoever carved that was a bad mama jamma. Ain't that rad? That's so cool. They must have just did that too. See, all this wasn't back here when I off and on stayed with my dad back here. But I love this little spot right here. They even got the little canoes to get in the water. That's I think it's for the people with across the street. That's their little play area. Look at that little turtle. Hey, boy. See him? He's sunbathing. See, I'm checking my charge too. I gotta charge the phone, get back. Ooh, be bobbing and weaving out here in the wilderness. I'm really actually in the promise, right? But you know what I'm saying. For those that know, you know. Pretty day.